Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to No Jumper News. It's Adam22 here with your man AD. Let's get right into these stories. So first things first, Pooh Shiesty's brother, known as T to P, passed away on Sunday after a long battle with brain cancer. When the unfortunate news first broke, fans were unclear on the details of his passing, with some speculating that Pooh's brother might have been shot. However, that's not the case. Say Cheese reportedly confirmed with Pooh and T's father that the cause of death was brain cancer. He had been in the hospital for a while receiving treatment. Pooh was set to perform in Savannah, Georgia, but unexpectedly canceled the event. Their father's record label, Mob Tie Global, released a statement on their Instagram page about the canceled shows due to a family emergency. Pooh later reposted the message to his story. About the shows in Columbia, South Carolina, and Savannah, Georgia, we had a family emergency, so we couldn't make it last night, but we got y'all. It wasn't on the promoter. We will keep y'all updated on a new date. After learning about Pooh Shiesty's brother's death, fans have taken to Twitter to share their support for Pooh and his family, while many are doing their best to clear up the rumors, explaining that his brother passed away from brain cancer, not bullets. On Pooh Shiesty's song No Chorus, he raps about his brother's battle with brain cancer. On God, I shed a tear every time I think about T to P, but no, I won't display my feelings, that's another side of me. How soon I make it, that shit happen, man, this shit feel make-believe. Man, ever since then, I ain't been happy, and I got all this cheese. R.I.P. T to P, our prayers go out to Pooh Shiesty and his family. Okay, so I have to admit that No Jumper was part of the problem. This morning, I woke up and saw that there was a post on our Instagram that said that Pooh Shiesty's brother had been shot and killed, and then in the caption, it said that he died of brain cancer. I'm not gonna call out the person in particular who posted this, but I was like extremely disappointed and upset with one or more members of our staff that thought that this was acceptable to just like change the caption and leave the image. I understand that you don't want to lose all the likes or whatever that were on the post, but in the case of someone like Pooh Shiesty, how your brother died is not something that anybody should be playing with. And if I were him, I would be looking at us like we really fucked up and we deserve to, you know, give him an apology. So I just wanted to get that out there right there. Very, very disappointed in my team for fucking this up. And, you know, big condolences to him too. It's such a shame, and it kind of echoes what happened with the baby, where, you know, he blew up having the best year of his life, and then all of a sudden his brother passes away, and it's super, super sad, and I just feel terrible about it.
Yeah, man, it sucks. And it's crazy, too, because I just lost a homie this week from cancer as well, too. Didn't know, like, he went to the hospital and just found out he had stage 4, and maybe like 3 or 4 days later he passed away.
Right, and I mean, it's especially fucked up to play with this because it's like Pooh Shiesty obviously has been associated with a whole lot of craziness since he came on the scene. A lot of cases that he's been involved with, arrests, you know, people getting shot that are close to him, etc. So the idea that anybody would fuck around with this and make it sort of seem like his brother got shot and killed when it was just brain cancer, or when, I mean, obviously the brain cancer situation is terrible, but I don't know. It's just, that was a big fuck up on our part. So we want to say condolences to him and also apologies for our personal involvement in any of this misinformation. Okay, last story. The Game is being accused of scamming unknown rappers out of their money for a spot on one of his compilation mixtapes. The Game seems to be the latest rapper being put on blast for his involvement in an ongoing scam where big-name rappers are soliciting money from upcoming artists for a playlist or mixtape placement. According to a lengthy Instagram post from the Foo community, Game has been DMing artists on social media and charging them $1,000 for a placement on his SoundCloud mixtape series. The post claims that aside from Game's verified SoundCloud account, there's a secondary account with only 266 followers that he uses to share the solicited tracks. Additionally, the post claims that in December of 2020, Game released 7 mixtape compilations with 34 or more songs each, but the majority of the tracks shared only received between 5 and 250 plays. The Game has yet to comment on the matter. Okay, so this Game thing is pretty much the same exact scenario as the Benny the Butcher thing from maybe 6 months or a year ago. And when we interviewed Benny the Butcher, some people said in the chat that I went a little light on him. I sort of let him bob and weave his way out of this. In reality, I think that this whole mixtape scam thing is just kind of lame. Like, it's sort of sad seeing so many reputable rappers sort of using their platform to make money, but then sort of, you know, just basically doing something that I consider fairly unethical to all these up-and-coming rappers, where, you know, it's understandable how a lot of these rappers would think that, you know, getting eyeballs from a massive rapper on their shit is like everything they ever wanted, and then to find out that it's actually just somebody else using their Instagram account. I mean, they asked me to do this, and I said no, and I'm very glad I said no, because it's like they would be throwing me in this conversation just the same, and yeah, I don't think it's good.
For one, what do the artists expect from paying for this, and what do they want to get out of this? And I think that is where the upset is that, you know, you may have intentions of, I'm about to blow up because I have this cosign, and it's like, it's not really a cosign. They're letting you know, like, you're going to be on the playlist, and it really doesn't matter how many people sees it. I just feel like people's expectations probably were too high, and once they didn't get the results of what they did, which is fucked up, but once they didn't get the results of what they expected, then it's just like, oh man, I just lost $1,000.
But the fucked up part about it is that it takes advantage of the percentage of your fan base who are maybe not the smartest, and also the percentage who are big enough fans of you that they will just quickly, you know, part with $1,000 just because you DMing them seems like such a big deal. You know, like if I'm a young rapper from New York and I have a Jadakiss or a Fat Joe hitting me up, I mean, that's a god to you right there. If you're an LA rapper and you got the game hitting you up, it's hard to even put into words how much of a celebrity and how influential he's been. And so you can understand that there is a part of me that wants to look at the fans who are giving up money and say, like, bro, you're dumb, like, for getting scammed like this. But at the same time, it's like, for the rappers to allow their name to be thrown into this mess, I just hope that, you know, these stories continuing to come out are enough of a cautionary tale for other rappers who might be hit up about this to just sort of see how this is going to play out. It's not a good thing long term.
I agree.
YouTube, do us a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll be back real soon. Appreciate y'all.